Alright, this is Chris recording for Magic Gathering Strat. We're going to do a Gate Crash draft, another Swiss one. I actually thought these ended today, but after the update, but I found out they didn't, and that's really sweet. So I'm definitely just doing a Gate Crash draft. I love the format. So we're sitting at the ever-present number of 7. I'm going to do my best to not draft Orzhov this time around. I'm getting kind of tired of drafting Orzhov, so... of course, I'm not going to ignore the signs if Sweet Orzhov comes up, but I'm going to do my best to not draft Orzhov. Well, usually when we get 7, the K fires off pretty quickly, but we're chilling out here at 7 for a while. Alright, and we have fired. Good. Alright, so the rare here is Unexpected Results. I'm not a big fan of it for pretty obvious reasons. Uncommons, Smogon One-Tail Cartel Aristocrat, and Gruul Charm. So, given that I don't want to go Orzhov, I might just take the Gruul Charm. This is a really good pack. So, I'm going to look at it in terms of what could possibly wheel. So the worst cards in the pack are probably Unexpected Results, Nav Squad, Shadow Alley Denizen. Anything else I think has a potential to wheel. Well, probably not the Syndicate Tithes, but... So maybe it's just Croconora here. I don't know, this is just it's sort of like just a gamble on what I take here. I think, yeah, it's Croconora. I'll take the Croconora. Denrova Horror. It's pretty sick. So is White at Precinct 6. So guy to my right took the rare. I think Denrova Horror is probably the best card here. But I don't know. I don't really think I'm gonna go blue-black. So I'm just gonna take the Drakewing Crazies. It's a 3/1 flyer. It can win games on its own, so I'll take him. Maybe I'm forcing Simic, but that's fine by me. And I sort of get rewarded here a little bit. Like Simic Guildmage is, he's actually not a great Simic card, but man, getting past Kingsman's Fat leads me to believe that Orzhov is just wide open. So the Simic Guildmage is not actually really good in Simic. I'm going to hedge a bet here and take a Madcap Skills in case I decide to go Gruul instead of Simic. And just the Simic Guildmage is just not that good. Greenside Watcher is okay, but he's really kind of relying on you to have gates to untap them. So I'm going to take the Madcap Skills. I don't really know where this draft is going. Well, I sort of actually do now know where the draft is going. I'm going to take a Spire Tracer and try and force draft this hyper-aggressive Gruul deck. So I'll take him. Oof. Well, if I want to force draft a hyper-aggressive Gruul deck, there's really just nothing in this pack for me, so... maybe I just continue on the Simic route. I'll take the Sage's Road Denizen here. He's a fine Simic card. All sorts. So here... Guild Mage is not that good. I'll just take a Keymaster Rogue here. Is Keymaster Rogue even any good? I guess it can be. I can bounce the Spire Tracer or something. I'll take the Keymaster Rogue. It's more exciting than a Leyline Phantom. Okay, so the card I at least want to play against is this Ripscale Predator. That being said, I think I just want to take the Metropolis Sprite. And I don't know. I have a chance at another Metropolis Sprite. I just want to take the Ripscale Predator here. Just absolutely nothing in this pack for me, so I'll just take a totally lost. Wow, all the black cards real, all the black and white cards real. Okay. I guess. Yeah, I'll just take the unexpected results, I guess. Burst of Strength is a good pickup. It's a little combat trick, and there's not too much else in this pack for me anyway, so... Yeah, this is just a weird set of cards I've drafted. I just didn't know really where I wanted to go with the deck, so I just knew that I didn't want to draft Warzov, and that was just probably just a huge mistake, because it looked like Warzov was just wide open. And sort of Simic sort of got cut off. Well, at least the green portion of Simic got cut off. That being said, it's a fine start, I guess. Wow, Simic Guild Mage. Well, I guess I'll take it now. Just as a 2-2 for 2, it's fine. I'll take an Aetherize. That's a pretty good card. So I guess blue is pretty open. I'm going to take a swap because I don't want either of those cards in my collection. I'll take basic swamps though. Basic mountain. I'll just pick up some basic lands here rather than taking the cards that I'm not going to play anyway, that aren't worth anything. So maybe it's sort of starting to shape up like a decent Simic deck. I don't know. I don't have really any evolvers. So I don't think I'm going to play this Rip Scale, regardless. I think it's just asking too much of my mana. All of the Madcap skills. So as a Simic deck, this is okay. So what's the card for me?
Miss Nightingale told me what the itch was on. You know when it's really hot outside, our heads get dried and then it hurts, then it gets itchy.
Oh, okay.
So I went to the school nurse and she fixed it by washing my hair.
Okay.
With some shampoo and conditioner.
Alright.
And also I have an itch right here.
Okay.
Can I get itchy?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, sorry, I had to take care of the kid. So Field of Oculus is the best card here. I could take the Stab Clean Charger, but I don't know that I really need it right now. Philboculus Scissor is a solid 2-drop. I think here it is Slaughterhorn as the pick. He's big enough that he can evolve dudes if I get dudes anyway. Might also be worth considering for the Demir Charm, but I think I'm just going to take the Slaughterhorn here. He's a big creature, he's a combat trick. So, yeah, I'll just take him. Oh, wow. So the picks here, Metropolis Sprite, Adaptive Snapjaw, Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia sort of acts as a removal, but I don't know just yet. Maybe I just want the Snapjaw just as a big thing. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Snapjaw. It might be totally right to take the Agoraphobia there, but I'm just going to take the Snapjaw. Alright, so this is actually a hard pick. Sort of, at least. I take the Crazies.
Yes. You like how I made this?
Yeah, it's cool.
It looks like a shiny cat with some flowers hanging down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, actually it is.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to take the Crazies here. I don't think there's... This may cause some flex me just both looking at it, but I think the Crazies is just better. It's a flyer, once again. I will pick up the Shamble Shark here. There's not a whole lot else for me. Rescare, I played with it, I'm not really impressed with it, so I pick up the Shamble Shark. It's a solid thing to just start evolving things with. And picking up another Shamble Shark here is pretty good. So I will take him. Mining Slime is... it's a pretty late Mining Slime. I think I'm going to take it. So not really anything here for me. I'm just going to take the Confessor, I guess. Nah, yeah, I'll take the Scatterer because it's a sideboard card. It could be relevant. I don't know. So take another Burst of Strength here. I know some people like this Tower Defense. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. But Tower Defense, it's got to be better than another Burst of Strength. It's a good combat trick to get rid of all their flyers, maybe. I'll take it. I've got another chance. I've got more chance to pick up Burst of Strength if I really need them. Nothing here for me. I guess Ruination Limp's the scariest thing to play against, so... And, well, hey, the Agoraphobia Wield. That's good. Commandos. They're the most annoying thing to play against. So this is looking pretty solid. I do have, well, not counting the Ruination Worm. I'm not going to play that guy, but I'll pick him up. Right here. God, I need to stick with my plan of just drafting basic lands. And I don't want anything. So I guess outside of the Ruination Worm and the Merfolk, I don't have any cards that I'm really like, oh my god, I don't want to play these. So if I'm looking on 4-drops, I can use another 4-drop, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Scab Clean Charger. He's also a good defender and a combat trick. And he might evolve something. He might evolve, oh heck, I don't even really... He'll evolve the Shamble Sharks and the Crocodile, so I'll pick him up. What do I want here? What does Void Walk do? No, it's just protection for your dude. So on my playable 3 drops, I'm doing pretty good. On my playable 2 drops, I'm a little low, but I think here I'm just going to take the Ivy Lane Denizen. Maybe I'll pick up like an Ooze Fox or something that will make this like really worth it. I could also just, I'll just pick up the Ivy Lane. Well, True Fire Paladin this late, that's pretty sweet. So here I can do a Spire Tracer maybe. I could do another Ivy Lane, but that starts to get really clunky, so I'm just going to pick up the Spire Tracer. I could also grab the Zertos Wine for a splash of red. I wonder, what are my red cards? Do I have any red cards? I thought I might have... You know, I'm going to pick up the Zertos Wine, and maybe I splash red. I really don't have like the forced adaptations to make the Spire Tracer really good. So now we're going to hide red and hide white. And then actually, that hit my Zertos Wine. That's annoying. Well, this is an interesting choice. So I either take another Zertos Wine, or I take a Simic Guildgate. Simic Guildgate might actually let me splash a little bit easier if that's the route I'm going to go. So I'll just go with that, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Simic Guildgate in case I want to splash. I don't think picking another Zertos Wine would be the right move, and this just lets me splash a little bit easier. So the Diluvian Primordial, I'm pretty sure is the pick here. On top of that, I mean, there's just not too much else. This is a pretty good card. And I get to like cast a removal spell from their yard onto my things. Alright, a Cloudfin Raptor is pretty sweet. Especially pick up this late. Was that like like 5th pick Cloudfin Raptor? I'll gladly take that. Rust Scarab, I guess I'll pick up Rust Scarab as like maybe a sideboard card. I don't think I'm gonna main deck it. It's fine though. Oh man, a Frilled Oculus or Gruul Guildgate. It's one of my creatures. Are all my creatures like playable? I'm pretty sure they all are. Maybe I'll just ignore this Zertos one. I think I gotta pick up the Frilled Oculus here. I'm gonna hide the Rust Scarab. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up another Frilled Oculus. A lot of 2-drops now. Really just unexciting pack. I don't think the aerial maneuver, that would be the most like devastating to play against, so I'll take that. So a Sage's Row, Denizen, or a Agoraphobia. Maybe pick up Agoraphobia as like a pseudo removal spell. I don't really have any removal spells, so I'll pick this up. I think it's gotta be... Alright, last second Sage's Road. Had to change my mind there. nothing really here for me. I guess I'll take a Shadow Slice. Obviously not playing that. And I'll take another Adaptive Snapjaw, I guess. Razor Tip Whip, sure. I don't want to have a 10-speed marker in my collection. Shake the Swamp. I'll take another Swamp. Alright, so now I'm going to have the problem of what do I cut? I've got a lot of really playable cards. It looks like I'm going for the 19 land, or 19 creature Simic deck. So Raptors are definitely in.
Dad, somehow I got a marking on my leg.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did not draw on my leg.
Okay.
So maybe you did.
Okay, so Primordial makes the cut. I think one of these Snapjaws makes the cut. Alright, so what does that leave me with here? Piled I converted. So I do have room for more 4-drops. Maybe I'll play the Spire Tracer anyway. I didn't get the more guild gates, so I'll take an Aetherize. Maybe that can like stop an Alpha Strike or something. I've never played with it before. I've had it played against me, and it wasn't that great against me, but I think in this type of a deck, it's gonna be fine. So maybe just throw a Keymaster Rogue in there. That can evolve a Croconura. And it's also unblockable. I can return the less useful creatures to my hand. I think I will play the Spire Tracer and a Burst of Strength. And then that leaves basically just one or two more cards here. I think I do play the West Scarab. It's just a 4/5 for 5. The Adaptive Snapjaw is a kind of small body, but maybe I do need to play the Totally Lost just as a way to remove their creature. Just to remove a creature, I should say. And that leaves one last card. I think I might be able to get somebody with this tower defense. I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, most decks rely on creatures, so +0/+5 is not irrelevant there. And a lot of the like Orzhov decks are just relying on beating you down with flyers. And I did see a lot of flyers in what we took here. So because I'm so aggressive, I'm actually not going to play the Simic Guild Gate. I really want to make sure that I make all my drops in a timely fashion. And I can't be dorking around with tapped lands. So let's go ahead and pile by color here. And I'm pretty sure I can just go 50-50 here, 9-8 or whatever. I think the more important cards, the earlier drops, are blues. So I'm going to go 9-8 on Islands, Forests. So add land. It's going to suggest, and that's what it suggested too, so that's fine. I think it's a pretty good deck. I think it has a shot, for sure. I don't know that Spire Trace is really the right play here. But I do like having very creature-heavy decks here. I don't have any removal to speak of. I've got the Aetherize and the Totally Lost. And I've got a couple tricks with the Tower Defense and Burst of Strength, but I'm sort of relying on this Primordial to get there, just hopefully just grab their devastating whatever they cast and remove my thing. So I think I did get there. Good Crazies are unblockable, effectively unblockable. The Keymaster Rogue is effectively unblockable. I do have Scat Plane Charger for tricks, and a Slaughterhorn for a trick too. And I'll probably take any opportunity I can to use those tricks. So here we go. I'll submit it, and I'll be back for round one.